Hello everyone and welcome back to a new round of the Daily Gamer News here at the New Bite. My name is Hostess and let's begin. First bit of information is actually something that I forgot to mention yesterday because over the weekend actually, Valve has done a new update for Team Fortress 2 that broke the, in-game marketplace economy. Team Fortress 2, Dota 2 and of course Counter-Strike Go have all the same marketplace where they have loot boxes and then you get items and you can sell them over the Steam marketplace for some actual high values partially. One in Counter-Strike, the knives are the hats in Team Fortress 2, and some of these hats are so expensive they would sell for like 170 euros for example. Well, over the weekend actually, a new update has bugged out some of these cases. Around 22 of the, I think over 100 cases have been bugged out, and the reason for them, why they disrupt the whole market is very simple. Because these bugged out cases actually had a drop chance for these unusual items, which are the highest class rarity, of 100%. So straight up, 100% you have a chance for getting one of the most basically expensive items that you can sell. And that crushed, of course, the prices for these because all of a sudden, since demand is already very high, but the supply also rose, then of course the price would crash because of that. The rarity is basically gone. Now, Valve had over the weekend disabled the trading of these items and of these boxes and has yet to follow up this week with a new update regarding the situation, how they want to roll that back or whatever they want to do. And people are actually stuck when they already traded with these things, because they were expecting, for example, these low prices to rise again after recent change. So it's really difficult to see what this does, but it is interesting from our side to see how easily, because of the failure of a company, the whole market system can crash. And yes, these also probably also affected the prices for the other games, Dota 2 and Counter-Strike at least, where with Counter-Strike, you have a very huge market where people sell knives in the thousands of dollars worth of money. And all of that is, of course, based on trusting Valve having a solid marketplace and not having these slip-ups. So it's interesting to see what will happen in the next few weeks after that incident. It's an interesting thing now from the UK. The UK tax watchdog, which is called an investigative think tank, Tax Watch, has published a report about the finances of Grand Theft Auto developer Rockstar Games, and they are accusing the company of dodging corporate taxes while taking advantage of millions of pounds worth of UK-centric tax credits. That is a very, very high, of course, accusation, but here's the interesting deal. There seems to be a lot to it. It's an example of what it is talking about. TaxWatch estimates that Rockstar's operating profit between 2013 and 2018 came in around $5 billion US. But during the same period, Take-Two and Rockstar branded studios in the UK only reported 47.3 million pounds, which is 57.8 million US in profit before tax. According to the research, Rockstar's paid no corporation tax in the UK across the past decade and has claimed 42 million pounds, which is 51.3 million US in tax credits through Edinburgh-based Rockstar North between 2015 and 2017. As the report ends, the large amounts of subsidy that Rockstar North has been able to claim from the UK government demonstrates that the video game tax system is not working as intended, suggests the report. We can clearly say that yes, this does not really seem to be working. The interesting thing with Rockstar North is that they actually always have been based in Edinburgh, Scotland, and that their country actually considered to be a British game, although everything about it is set, of course, in the US. One wonders, of course, how this will be followed up, of course, but for now, it's just like this Watchdogs company has done the report. Now it's up, of course, to the government, I think, to do the next steps. And it's going to be interesting to see also what happens with GTA 5 now that they have an official casino in them. But moving away, since the new NoClip documentary released, Hitman developer IO Interactive was also able to talk about the future of Hitman, and they actually said it basically right away. They are talking about Hitman 3 and even the plans to go back to the episodic release that they had done with the first game after the reboot of the franchise in 2016. The link to the documentary is also found in the video description down below. And as a side note, the new update for Hitman 2 will also get you to Siberia in the new DLC map. So it's gonna get cold. Then Sega Europe announced that in the European and Middle Eastern markets, the Sega Mega Drive Mini will be delayed by 2 weeks due to unavoidable logistical challenges. So the new release date for the Mini hardware will be October 4th, 2019. And interesting enough, Doom 64 has been rated here for PC and PlayStation 4. It could mean that the Doom 64 game can also come to Nintendo Switch and Xbox One. It's just that the report based on it has been done with the PC and PlayStation 4 version. So it still stays interesting enough, of course, when it actually re-release.